guys, welcome to the channel Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. We are on the LeAnn Rimes, not just rabbit trail, but well, I guess it's that, but we're learning a lot about LeAnn. I know I am because I didn't grow up on country, and I've done reactions to LeAnn in the past, but in the last 3 or 4 weeks, Renee Mooberry has got us very deep into Dwight Yoakam. And then LeAnn Rimes, including like my reactions to interviews that they'd given. And I love seeing the human side of these folks, how they think, not just how they perform, but how they think as humans. And in that vein, David Baumer made a gift to the channel for me to do this reaction. So David, thank you for this gift and the request, because it's 8-year-old LeAnn Rimes versus Levi Garrett on Star Search. So I guess this is, like Carrie Underwood, I think she came in like second. I don't even think she won it. Maybe she did, but she won one of the shows, America's Got Talent or something, and that's how they get going. And some people don't necessarily win the contest, and they still get a record deal. Or they get an agent or a label who says, I know that they didn't win it because it was a bad song for them to sing, but that person has what it takes. We want to invest in them. And so LeAnn, I didn't know that she got her start on one of these shows. These shows have launched a lot of careers. I think Kelly Pickler was one of them, and so on. So anyway, I do not watch those shows. I just, we all have the shows that we like to watch, and I know about The Voice, and like generally who the people are, like Blake and all these folks, but I don't watch the shows. So we're going to find out Levi and LeAnn. Oh, maybe they could do a duet. That would be a pretty cool name for an album. Like 30 years later or whatever it is, 35 years later. All right, here we go.
The junior vocalists compete for a spot in the $10,000 finals. Star Search #1.
He told her
Jesus.
that there was much more of life to see than she would ever see with me. And now she's going.
Phenomenal at that age.
Paid attention, there were many warning signs, but I just never thought she'd walk away. Now here I stand in silence, just the echo of the words I heard her say. She said it's over.
It's so smooth.
To change her mind, I've lost her all the way this time. Now she's going. It's over.
Now, on these shows, are those songs picked for them to sing, or do they pick their own song? Like, how does that work?
Thank you, Levi.
What a silky voice he had.
Yours is an elementary school in Garland, Texas. She's 8.5 years old. She knows she wants to be a star. So a Star Search welcome for LeAnn Rimes.
Ed McMahon.
It's all over now. Though I may be blue, how many somehow love can be plain. You can't be controlled. One day it's one. Don't be
There's a lot of kids there. And I make an observation here. The musicians, I don't know how they normalize it or try to calibrate it, but they should have been stepped down. It should not have been so loud because her voice should have been featured. Levi's song featured his voice more. This song is featuring the instrumentation more so than the prior song did. And as far as the competition goes, that can make it very difficult for a performer, certainly a young one, to sort of compete with a large band.
Don't worry about me.
Nice. I want to hear the comments.
Let's chat with the junior stars. Levi, I understand that.
Before they get to going, I just want to say, based on what I had just seen, I would have said Levi won the competition. Yeah, I don't know who won this one, though. I don't know if LeAnn wound up winning this or not. Part of me says probably because on the channel, folks are very much into LeAnn. But I'm going to say based on those two, had I been a judge, I would have said Levi won.
You and LeAnn met before Star Search.
Yes, sir. We're at this show in Fort Worth, Texas. I go up there every once in a while, and we met there. And I thought she was the best little girl singer in the world I've ever heard. So,
gentlemen,
I think Levi's making a move on LeAnn.
So we worked up a duet, and we asked him if we could sing it. He said yes.
Yeah, what'd you sing, LeAnn?
We sang Hey Good Looking, and I went up to Levi and asked him if he wanted to do it with me, and he said, well, I don't know. I probably forgot the words. Well, we went up and worked it out together, and we went up and asked Johnny High, the owner of the Country Music Review in Fort Worth, and he said yes, we could do it, so we did it.
I think LeAnn's making a move on Levi. All right,
That
let's see
McMahon
what
is
the
a
judges
slob.
have to say, okay? They give Levi Garrett 3 stars. LeAnn Rimes gets 3.75 stars. LeAnn Rimes, come on over here. You want him to stay with you? I definitely see romance here, don't you? All right. You're going to be back rooting for her next week?
Yes, sir.
Okay, congratulations. We'll see you next week, dear. Thank you, darling. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Levi.
Next, the bands. The countdown to the $1.5 million finals has begun on Star.
That is really, really sweet. That is, yeah, David, I could see why you requested that. And are you down in Texas, David? Because both these kids, at the time, were down in Texas anyway. I mean, they met in Fort Worth. I don't know where Levi's from, but you can see a gentleman in the making. Now, my curiosity is piqued because they're both now 43, 44-ish years old. And I don't know if he's professionally performing. I'm going to guess if you make it this far in Star Search, you certainly got a leg up in it. And with a voice like his, certainly you could. You need the breaks to fall your way as well. But I'd love to see them pair back up again. And I'm sure the industry folks have thought about this, about bringing back prior artists, prior contestants on the show and doing songs together. I don't know about doing an album together. That requires quite an investment. But I mean, nowadays you could just, you bring them in, you do some songs in the studio, and then you release it digitally. So it's much less expensive. You don't have to put together a tour or anything, but there's still money outlaid. But LeAnn crushed them as far as the competition goes. What is it out of 4? Is 4 the highest you can get? And, average star rating, like individual judges can give you a high of a 4. Because she got a 3, 3.75, 3.75, 3.75. No, she averaged 3.75. She got a 3, 4, 4, 4. So she crushed it. And that's good stuff right there. She didn't get penalized in a sense for the band playing as loud as they did on the song. Maybe that's the way the song is normally played too. So Yeah, I'm not gonna rate that. I'm not, but I really, really, I like seeing this. The level of talent at that age is just ludicrous. Like Levi had just a silky smooth voice. Like Garth Brooksy, or maybe even Vince Gill is a better comparison. And LeAnn just became LeAnn, and she had presence of mind even in the interview to talk about how the two of them met and the song and do you want to do it and can we? And she remembered all the details and spoke just like she was an adult. So anyhow, all right, guys, have a great day. David, again, thank you for that. I'll see you guys on another video and keep rocking the country.
We sang Hey Good Looking, and I went up to Levi and asked him if he wanted to do it with me, and he said, well, I don't know. I probably forgot the words. Well,